What's up, everybody? Today for Bossing the Buyables, I wanted to go over a couple different things at the beginning of the episode, some of which I wanted to do last episode, but yeah, it didn't happen. Something was wrong with my recorder, not the editor, but the recorder, and so the time that it took to get my recording file down to the editor, I think it was an hour and a half just to save the file. So it was crazy, and I couldn't get it all done, and yeah, so I didn't really feel like staying up past 2 o'clock when I had to be up at 5:30 the next morning, so I just kind of put the episode out as it was. I wanted to do a little bit more with running through my gear setup or things. I don't really know what to call them yet. It's pretty much just the items that I'm going for and trying to get as a drop from the series. But anyway, what you can see right now in this tab is everything that I've gotten since episode 10. And actually no, episode 11. Episode 10 I sold some of my loot from QBD. But I've pretty much been doing QBD these last episodes and trying to set up kind of what I want the series to be for the rest of the entire series. And so I think that I have a good basis here, and I'm going to be able to set this up. And the fact that I'm going to be switching over to 3 episodes a week and doing things more frequently, I think that's just going to help out a lot. But yeah, this is everything that I've gotten so far besides the Dragon Daggers. And so I'm going to go to the Grand Exchange and I am going to sell it. And what I'm going to do is, this is the coins that I've gotten from QBD. I'm going to keep all of my coins that I get from the Bossing the Bible series in this tab over here. And then everything I have in my money pouch I will use for whatever I want to do. As you can see, I've started buying fletching. I'm getting 95 fletching. Right now I am 91. And so 95 is costing me about 20-ish mil, something like that. And I'm doing broad arrows because I just can't stand fletching. I'd rather go boss or do something to make some money. But overall, I'm going to go sell all this stuff, keep it all in there, and then I'm not going to touch it at all throughout the series. So it's every episode you guys will see the progress that I make, because I'll sell my loot or whatever coin share splits I get, I will put into this little cash stack in my bank, and it will stay in my bank, so you guys get to see kind of how things are going throughout the series. So I'm gonna run over to the GE, sell this stuff, and then I'll be right back. Oh, and if you guys want to hear a funny story about these tourstools right here, okay, so the day that I made Bossing the Buyables episode 11, I believe it was, yeah, it was 11, no, it was 12, yeah, it was 12, I was farming tourstools that day, and so these tourstools that I have here, I had about 40 extra from a farm run that I did, and I didn't want to have them sitting in there. I don't know why I was so opposed to them being in my bank, but they were throwing off the way that the loot tab looked, because I'd really only gotten 10 tourstools. So what I did is I dropped them, and right after I was done with the 30-second clip that I was gonna do with showing you guys this tab, I was going to pick them back up. And about 4 hours later, I had gotten off and everything, 4 hours later I was sitting there, and I just realized that I didn't pick them up after I dropped them. So 40 tourstools was a good chunk of money that I just kind of dropped on the ground. So I really hope that some poor little noob or something like that picked them up and made his day. But more than likely, either a rich person picked them up, or someone just looked at them and they're it's probably only one, not even gonna bother, and no one ended up picking them up. So yeah, that was pretty funny. And as you guys can see, my broad arrows are buying in the GE right now, and I sold what's left of my iron bars over here, because I'll talk about it more in my Road to Max Cape on Sunday. But basically I started doing some smithing, but I'm not doing iron plates like I was planning on doing to 88 and then addy plates to 99. I found a little bit different of a method, and I'm going to use that, but I'll talk about that in my Road to Max Cape on Sunday. Okay guys, so I sold off all the loot, and I am up to about 6 mil, almost exactly 6.05 mil, and so let's go and add that to the stack, and we are almost up to 7 mil total. And so I'm just going to kind of say Bossing the Bibles, episode 1 to 10 was kind of nice, and it was a good thing for me to like start a new YouTube series. I had done one before that, which was Road to 138 Combat, but that wasn't really that great. I don't think my video making quality was like all that good. And so yeah, I think that now like episode 10 of Bossing the Bibles was kind of like a turnaround point, and I think that this series is going to start getting a lot better. I think it's going to be helpful to you guys to see me actually make visual progress on each episode, and then also the fact that I now have like specific days targeted for different videos. So I'm just liking all of that so far. So we are up to about 7 mil right now, and so I'm gonna quickly run through all of my boss drops, and then after that I am going to go and do some actual bossing. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay everybody, so it's been a couple episodes that I've been trying to do this, and I just needed to run through all of the drops that I've gotten so far with all of the different bosses, and just kind of these different sheets that I've made to show you guys like what is going on with the series. And so if we go on, we can kind of start checking some things off. So let's just start with Armadillo, because it starts with an A. So Armadillo, I have not gotten any loot there besides the chain skirt. Overall, God Wars, I have not really done too well there with Bossing the Bibles, but that will definitely be picking up, especially next week. I'm going to be focusing on God Wars, since I've been focusing on QBD for a little while now. But with Arma, I have gotten the Armadillo chain skirt, so we've crossed that off the list, but I still have all of the other pieces yet to get. And so now if we move on to Bandos, at Bandos I have gotten the Bandos chest plate, so we can check that off the list, and then I have the gloves, the boots, the war shield, the helm, and the tassets all to get, which I don't think is really going to be too bad, because I don't really mind Bandos. However, I'm really going to enjoy God Wars, and I think the series is really going to pick up with the amount of loot that I get after I get a Steel Titan, because that's really helpful at God Wars, especially for solo bossing. You can kind of stick to yourself and not have to worry. You can usually anti-crash when you get crashed, and it's all good that way. And so now if we move on to Zamorak, we have the Robes of Subjugation, and here I have not been able to pick up a single piece of this. So all of this is still up for grabs. I need the full robe set plus the Ward of Subjugation. So Zamorak, I think I'm going to be seeing a lot of that. However, I need to either get a Chaotic Staff or invest in like an Aram's Wand or something like that, because magic is essential there, and the Master Wand has been nerfed now, so that's not too great. But you know, I'll have to make do, and maybe a little bit of dungeoneering won't really hurt me. So if we move on now to the QBD loot, there I have picked up the Royal Bolt frame and the Royal Bolt stabilizer, and then the Royal Crossbow frame. I still have 2 more pieces of Royal left to get, so I've only picked up those 2 pieces of Royal, and I have the Dragonbone upgrade kit, which I have added to the list, as I totally forgot to add that originally when I put the QBD loot list into it, and then also the Dragon Kite shield, which I feel like is going to be very elusive and hard to get, but that's just going to add a little bit of extra challenge and get me to go do some more QBD. So yeah, now I'm going to get into some live commentary bossing, so I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, so I decided that I'm going to be going back to QBD because tonight I want to get the RuneScape wrap-up. My first episode of that is coming out tomorrow. I want to get that out of the way tonight because my co-host, guest star, whatever you want to call them, they are not going to be able to really make it until tomorrow night. So with that being that way, I don't want to have to be like up and trying to get it uploaded at like 3 o'clock in the morning, because that just wouldn't really work out too well. So yeah, I decided that I'd just kind of finish out my week with QBD, since I've been doing QBD for kind of my other episodes, and just do a little bit of commentary there, because the video is already kind of long actually because of the stuff that I talked about in the start of the video. But yeah, so I'm gonna head over to QBD. Okay, so I don't know if any of you guys like follow the Jagex staff a little bit more closely, whether it's through Twitter or paying attention to like the RuneScape Reddit, the stuff that they do on there. But today there was one of those Ask Me Almost Anything, and Mod Osborne was the person who was being asked questions, I guess. And so he actually put some really awesome things out on there, and I've just been kind of looking through there, like, as I have time. I'm kind of just reading questions, working my way through it, and I'll talk about some of the things that he said in my video tomorrow. But overall, it's just really awesome. Like, one of the first, or his second thing is actually about there's going to be an update to the wilderness next week, and there's also going to be a quest underneath of the wilderness next year, which could be really freaking awesome if they do that right and tie in just a bunch of the lore and different things of the wilderness. So, I don't know, it's just 2013 so far from the things that I'm seeing looks like it might be a promising year. So, you know, last year was kind of, I don't know, it seemed like it was all Squeal of Fortune. I should probably get my action bar out and get working on this kill. But, yeah, last year just seemed kind of like Squeal of Fortune non-stop. That was all it was. But, this year just, it seems like so far from what I'm hearing, it's going to be a promising year. I mean, we have to wait and see what it really is like. But, I mean, from just everything that I've been reading so far and just seeing anything that I can kind of get my hands on to figure out what might be coming on in RuneScape, I try and read through that, and if there's anything really interesting, I try and like let you guys know. But overall, it's just from what I've been seeing, it just looks like a really promising year for RuneScape. Well, this is wonderful. My first kill of the entire trip, I was on 4th phase, like about to hit it, and then I lag out and die. So full yak of Rocktail, good fight, all that crap. And, you know, I'm really tired of this. I don't know what's been wrong with my internet this week, but where am I even going? Port Sarim. Yeah, it's just been terrible. Like, I've been lagging out like crazy. I don't know. I don't think it's RuneScape servers. Like, I haven't heard anyone complaining about it, so I'm just assuming that it's my internet. But, I mean, I was playing Xbox a little bit yesterday, and I didn't notice anything wrong with that, so I don't know what's up. You know, it's even more stupid on top of the fact that I DC'd. I don't mind that, but like, if my stuff appears out here, like I die and my stuff is out here, why the heck is the stuff that was in my familiar not over here too? Okay, well, that was a terrible kill, but I did manage to pick up a Dragonbone upgrade kit, which, as you guys saw at the beginning of the episode, I added onto my QBD loot list. So that means that I still have 2 more Royal Crossbow pieces and then the Dragon Kite Shield to pick up. But, yeah, so that's pretty cool. But I don't really think that that's very much. Oh, Torstal Seed too. That's actually pretty decent loot here. Let's see. So, first kill I died on, and second kill was terrible because I'm still lagging, but I refused to, like, ghost skill or something while I wait for this episode to finish. But yeah, that's pretty good. 1.4 mil there, 132k there. That's pretty decent. Okay, so I probably should have print screened what just happened, or recorded what happened actually. Recorded me lagging forever. But I got the last hit on QBD on the 4th phase when you run over and tag the pillar, and then you come back and you end the kill, you go down and get your loot and everything. Well, yeah, I lagged out right there, and I came back with like 300 HP. So I switched to Protect from Mage because there are some grot worms out, and I knew that since I was pretty much out of food, I had this Rocktail, which was, well, I had 2 Rocktails trying to eat, and then there was, for some reason, a fire wave going by, so then between that and just coming back to 300 HP with 2 or 3 Rocktail, I don't even remember because it was, yeah, it was just terrible. I've died twice at QBD tonight, and so I think I'm done with QBD for today, so I'm gonna go sell all my loot and outro the video. Okay guys, so we managed to pick up tonight, let's see how much it is, 2.979 mil, so that's actually pretty decent right there. The Dragonbone upgrade kit sold for 1.7 mil. I'm guessing that has to do with the fact that D-Fool helms are so low now that people are probably buying them for cosmetic purposes, and that is one of the upgrade kits for it, for like cosmetic stuff. So yeah, we got like pretty much 2 mil flat with the loot, and then with the like extra drops you get, like the royal d'hide and all that stuff, I managed to get up to just about 3 mil. So if we put all of this into the good old cash stack in the bank for Bossing the Bibles, we are almost at 10 mil. I could go back to QBD for a couple of kills, maybe 2 or 3, get that up to 10 mil, some green money. But you know what, that's going to have to wait until next episode. So next episode we're going to hit green money. So tonight I am going to quit all of this lag and go make a nice video for you all to watch tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching and have a good day.